Hey everybody, and welcome to the daily card read from the Druidcraft Tarot deck for the 14th of February, Saturday, 2026, also known as Valentine's Day. So always with these, like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, donate as well if you'd like. If Randy Mintaka 93 on YouTube, the Mintaka Experience on Facebook, and Randy Morningstar 747 on TikTok. So we're going to do one card for morning, one card for noon, and one card for night, just like we always do. Oh, there we go. So we have the Nine of Pentacles from the morning. So refining things comes to mind. Fine arts exhibits, fine dining, fine aesthetics, fine clothing. Sculpting sticks out. Hard work, handmade crafts, handmade gestures. Putting a lot of details into it, putting a lot of thought into the details, being able to stack things up and save money from the next 6 to 9 months. And even from the last 3 to 6 weeks, you have been able to manifest more so in the areas of higher education and long-term journeys and interpersonal connections and relationships, especially for those that are like angelic or ornitholic in nature, like someone that's a bird watcher, a bird lover. Bird reservations, bird conservations, bird sanctuaries all stick out for areas that have been impacted. It looks like mid-morning, between 9 in the morning and like 2 in the afternoon, there might be some whitewashing going on or some white out going on. Whiting out is different from blacking out. It's hard to explain for me, so I will work on my explanations for next time. White knighting, due to like fair maiden syndrome or something, like chasing someone that obviously doesn't want you back or obviously has hurt you in ways that is hard to come back from, like theft or robbery or cheating or inconsistency in truth. It looks like between the hours of 3 in the morning and 6 in the morning, you're going to feel a little bit groggy. You're going to be a little headachy. You might be feeling a little bit of joint pain or skeletal pain within the system. This is especially true for those that seek enlightenment and need to complete tasks or get a headache when things aren't to your liking. Being aware of analyticism and inner child healing would be wise. Paying attention to your children, paying attention to your divine feminine, and working with like white light visualization and white magic practices would be most beneficial for you. It looks like peacocks stick out, bluebirds stick out, any kind of bluebirds like macaws, blue jays, parrots. I'm not an ornithologist, so I can't just sit here naming all the birds. Toth comes to mind as well as like Sebek and Ra. And druidic nature is going to be very important. So those that are heavy in druidic practices and druidic nature might be the most impacted, especially for those that are in a leadership position or seeking out financial advice or refining your budget and your money management skills. Due to like partnerships that went awry or metaphysical practices that shone light on your relationship with money, whatever the case may be. It looks like there's going to be a lot of creativity going on, a lot of synergy practices, law of choice and law of intuition is going to be prominent. So make sure that you are listening to yourself. Chaotic guides and chaotic demons are going to be popping up throughout the day. Especially before 9 in the morning, considering the fact that there's a lot of absent-mindedness going on, a lot of forgetfulness going on, a lot of like false positivity under the guise of like hopefulness. I'm not saying that there's not some genuine hope in there, but so false that hope seems like pretty far away. It looks like you need to unveil the truth There needs to be an unveiling at some point in your life. It looks like, yes, you are on the right path. Just be sure to work hard, stay diligent, stay dedicated, and persevere. Tenacity, along with practices in trust and um, authenticity, help. This is a special tool for those that have fatherhood wounds or father figure wounds or male role model wounds or wounds from not being able to see a child or from how their child is being raised by a feminine feature or a feminine person. It looks like planting and tending to your garden is going to be your best bet, especially for the morning. It looks like in the afternoon we have the Eight of Pentacles. So we have a lot of manifest work, a lot of desires, hopes, dreams, especially when it comes to jobs that are sedentary or jobs that take a lot of focus or jobs that take a lot of handyman work or hands craftsmanship. Something that takes some time and some skill and some seasoned work to be able to manifest your desires. Gods of the forge like Hestia, gods of the agriculture like Hermes might pop up. Those that are of Jewish descent or of Jewish nature can be affected today as well, especially between the hours of 9 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. Milking things to get what you want and molding people to fit your ideal can be impacting the manifesting, impact the desires and the wants and the hopes and the dreams. Okay, now the nervousness has gone away. I'm feeling a lot of nervousness, so work on your nervousness, work on your tendencies to pick, to bite, to tap your fingers, to stim. I'm not saying not to stim at all, but work on them to where if it causes physical harm or physical ailments on other people, you tend to be more mindful of it, even if you aren't in control of it. It looks like people have been on your ass about some things or feel like you've been hot-footed about some things due to differences in dedication tactics, differences in what commitment means. It looks like refining your outlook on commitment and dedication and trust can be helpful in producing a bigger, better outcome, especially for those that work by themselves or are self-employed or own their own business, or those that have done like old traditional values stuff like blacksmithing, teaching, exorcisms, silversmithing, silver mining. Not the illegal activity, but the other one, actually mining for silver. Caving sticks out. It used to be called spelunking, but we don't use that term anymore. Cave creatures and cave dwellings might be very helpful as well. Or might be an important message for someone. Time to level things out, use your wellness tools, and make sure that you chisel away at the things that no longer serve you. It's okay to not fit the mold. But in order to fit the mold, you need to be careful with your wording. You need to be careful with your intent, especially with like alchemic magic and talismans and amulets and blessing candles or blessing incense or blessing water. This is especially true for like holy water or revenge water, whatever the case may be. It looks like the most important thing right now is to watch your temperament, watch your trust, and make sure that you are able to focus on what's in front of you while under intense heat and pressure from society, from interpersonal relationships, from those that have a higher education than you, from those that claim to have a higher education than you. It looks like between 8 and 9 years comes to mind. So like a master's to a PhD degree. Higher education and refining your degree and your specialties and making sure that your class schedule fits with your desire can help as well. And we have the 9 of Cups reversed for the nighttime. So what this means is at night, there's going to be like a delay in a wish, or a delay in a dream, or a delay in a want due to suppressed emotions, suppressed feelings surrounding intuition or wisdom or archaic knowledge or spiritual advice that has been given. It looks like counting all your ducks before they hatch and putting everything in a row has been causing you stress. So you don't have to schedule everything if it causes you overwhelm. You don't have to follow the schedule to a T. If things don't go according to plan, don't beat yourself up over things. It is how it is. Working on your depression and your cynical views about the holiday can help, especially when you're not much for lovely gestures, or you're aromantic or asexual. It looks like there's a lot of pessimistic views and behaviors regarding like same-sex couples or gender identity-based relationships. It looks like worry and fear about being judged and about insecurities being shown can cause a lot of emotional pain and emotional turmoil, especially for those that were life path 8s or have been getting a lot of hate speech or have run into Nazis lately, or anybody that holds like a white supremacist view. Sorry guys, I'm getting nauseous. I'm trying to calm down here a minute. And it looks like, if I can get the message back from the nausea, scatterbrained mentalities along with being busy and distracted has hindered your emotions. So your emotions you can't sit with your emotions until you sit down in silence and calm your mind. It looks like no communication or no mental clarity has come through due to not having the words to say, not having an explanation. It looks like no action can be taken due to pent-up aggression, or acting like they're not angry, or acting like they won't be mad, and when in turn they're like stewing and being bitter and having resentfulness going along. This is especially true for like greed and envy related topics of discussion, mostly around like food and shelter and love relationships and dynamics. Inheritances along with rebirth and reincarnation lessons can help. What happened right before your death and right after your birth can clear up a lot of baggage is the best word I can give you right now. But anyway, guys, I'm going to have to call it for this video. My nausea is just not going away for right now. So I'm just going to give it a break. And I'll be back later with the week ahead read. But that's what I can get right now for Saturday the 14th, February 2026. So as with these, take it resonates and leave what doesn't. Thanks for joining.